be scrimmaging. What was it, yesterday? I think, or something like that. So just tell us about, or either today. So just tell us about what you were able to see in that scrimmage and what you guys were able to accomplish.
Yeah, so we scrimmaged the other night, 2 nights ago. Had yesterday off for the most part, and then did a lot of 5-on-5 today. A lot better today with just straight organization. Better job handling the ball today, more fundamental, and a better job with our spacing. So offensively, I thought we made some real improvements today in those areas. And I thought our ball pressure defensively was a little bit better. Still got a long way to go, obviously, at both ends of the floor, but I felt like, from 2 nights ago, from Wednesday night in the scrimmage to the 5-on-5 today, we took a good step forward, which is all you're really trying to do is get better every day. And today we did that.
Hey, Coach, this is Jim Eichenhofer of Pelicans.com. This team was in the top 7 in three-point shooting last year in both makes and percentage. How much of a strength do you think that is going to be for the team this year as far as just the shooting that you guys have overall?
Yeah, to be quite honest, we have plenty of shooting. I don't think we'll make quite as many, to be honest, Jim, because you're talking a year in which, Zion only played 24 games. So for a good part of the year, they were playing with 4 perimeters, playing with Brandon Ingram as their 4 most of the time, and the floor spread out. The floor won't be nearly as spread out this year as it was. So while we've still got plenty of guys who can shoot it well and make people pay, I just, a lot of time have one less 3-point shooter on the floor. And that probably, our numbers in that area will probably, at least in terms of number of shots, be quite the same.
Hey, Stan, Rod Walker with the Times-Picayune. Has there been anything with Zion that you may have learned in these first few days that you had no idea about him, prior to coming in and actually coaching him?
Well, nothing really I didn't have an idea about, but I guess the thing you don't really know for sure until, you're out here coaching somebody is how quickly they pick things up and process. And he's very, very good in that area. Very smart guy, picks things up really, really quickly. But I had to be honest, I'd had some people, including Coach K, tell me that he's really, really smart. And that has certainly played out.
What's up, Coach? This is Will again from The Athletic. We've seen that the NFL has been able to go on with their season, through the COVID situation and all that, but there have been at least, 1 or 2 games every week where the situation has affected a roster. From a coaching standpoint, what are you expecting this year as far as the uncertainty from game to game, who's going to be in, who's going to be out, what the results are going to be of these tests? I guess, how do you handle that as a coach?
I keep saying this, and it really is true. I don't care if it's coaches or players. I mean, you got to be ready to work that day, play that game, and it could very well change before the next game. Like, you're going to have to be adaptable. Everybody on your roster is going to have to stay ready to play, and you can't hang your head when things happen. I mean, you got to keep pushing on with the idea that we're going to compete, anytime, any place, under any conditions. I mean, that's always true anyway, Will, but I think in this situation with COVID, it definitely has to be the way you approach things. And you may have an entirely different group of guys every single day. So that's just the way it is.
Hi, Coach. This is Ollie Cosell with the Bird Rights. In talking to Coach K the other day, you mentioned the effort levels, particularly of BI and Zion, of really standing out among the group through the first 4 practices. And so many wanting to see more leadership from the both of them. Do you take this as a good sign? And is this in any way comparable to the growth you've seen in your past on some of your teams from young guys like maybe Dwayne Wade or somebody else?
Yeah, look, it takes time. And I think what those guys, have to understand is with their work and with their production, they're going to gain the respect of their teammates. And so their teammates will give them that space to take some leadership. I think it's natural for a young guy to defer to a JJ Redick or an Eric Bledsoe or a Steven Adams, veteran guys in the league. I think the ideal situation that hopefully we'll get to is that JJ and Steven and Eric will help those guys step up into more leadership roles.
Hey, Stan, Christian Clark with NOLA.com here. I know when we've asked you about divvying up minutes and rotations, you kind of said, like, we just started this. I'm not there yet. With 5 full days of work, do you feel like you're getting there with a preseason game, I guess, 3 days away now?
Nope. And I probably won't be there in the preseason game on Monday either. So, and I'm not sure I'll be there on January the 15th either. I mean, I just, it's going to take some time. I mean, obviously we're going to be there ready to compete and play, but I mean, in terms of being absolutely settled into what we're going to do, no, I don't think so. And I think I want these guys, continuing in a mindset of competing and having to produce for minutes and things like that. So.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
All right.